But it ain't about how hard you hit. It's about how hard you can get hit and keep moving forward. How much you can take and keep moving forward. That's how winning is done. Now, if you know what you're worth, now go out and get what you're worth. But you gotta be willing to take the hits and not pointing fingers saying you ain't where you wanna be because of him or her or anybody. Cowards do that, and that ain't you. You're better than that.
If you're watching this video, it probably means that you're taking a look into the world of fitness and or are coming back. First and foremost, I just want to say congratulations. You found the most empty subscriberless channel you could ever find when it comes to that. But anyway, I've been meaning to make a YouTube channel for the longest time. I actually recorded the idea of this video back in September of 24. We are now in June of 25. Which means that I am the world's biggest procrastinator. And the problem is that I recorded like 4 or 5 different videos, but none of them conveyed the message that I wanted to send. So here we are today. I was driving home and I was thinking about the same questions I do when it comes to working out and fitness in general. And I said, you know what? I'm just going to put the camera down and I'm going to start recording. So that's kind of where we're at right now. So just go easy on me. So first and foremost, my name is Martin. I've been working out for the past 5 years or so with my girlfriend Bree. We started around 2020, so that was around the time when the world turned upside down, and some of us, the privileged ones, had a lot of time in our hands, and we ended up using that time for some good. We ended up working on ourselves physically and mentally. We had my parents' basement available, so we decided to get some workout equipment, and we actually used it, unlike a lot of other people, or maybe even me in the past, where I did have that workout equipment and I never used it. So, and I gotta say, working out in your basement has gotta be like one of the greatest things on earth. And when Bree added some mirrors, that made it even better, because I remember taking off my shirt and then like not liking what I saw, and then it would make me work out even harder. So totally recommend that. I started working out because I was really frustrated with who I was. I thought I was one person, and my actions were showing that I was another person. So I decided that enough was enough, and I needed to make those align. That's kind of why I started working out. So let me get to the point as to why I'm even talking to a camera right now. So lately, I've reached that magical job that years of studying has led us to, and now I come home drained, not from work, not physically, but mentally. You know, staring at a computer and reading and all that stuff. I come home drained that way, which, believe it or not, I feel like that's even more defeating, because you know, when you're about to work out, you're like, oh man, I'm tired, I'm this and that. But like usually when I'm physically tired, I'm still able to go to the gym. It's just like being mentally drained that kills me. But anyway, lately I've been having this thought in my head where it's like, why do I have to work out, and why do I have to think about food 24/7? Like, why do I have to make this my job? Why can't I just look like my favorite influencers, eating right and working out a few times at the gym, and that's it? You know, why do I always have to push it to the extremes for me to look like this person, right? Because that's the first thing we did when we first started working out. We started looking up the most famous YouTubers, fitness influencers, and decided that we wanted to look like them, and that we were going to make decisions based on what they said. But while they do share a lot of helpful things that have helped us in our individual lives, I feel like they also don't share how hard looking like that really is. To put it into example, I remember, man, I was eating the calories to the max. I was inhaling protein like it was nothing. So much so to the point where, like, man, I thought I was gonna die once, because the first time I think it's because of this, I put 2 scoops of protein powder in my shaker, and man, it made my like stomach hurt like really, really bad, to the point where like I was on the ground like squirming like a worm. Kind of embarrassing, but that did happen. But anyway, I was doing all that. I was pushing myself at the gym, man. I was going above and beyond, and of course, your first year you make the most gains. So I was taking advantage of that. I was like hitting 2 plates on bench like super quick within the year. It was insane. I was making a lot of progress, but I never once quite looked like what I thought I would, you know. But then I think I would put that thought off because I would be like, oh well, these guys have been working out for 5 years, so I should probably just wait that long, right? And then maybe I look that way. But no, it's been 5 years and I don't look that way at all. I just look like a regular guy, which is a good thing. You know, you want to look like a regular guy. You don't want to look. You're not normal. You know, not out of the norms. So I guess that's good. But I mean, based on the amount of work that I've put in at the gym, you would expect that you would get something else. So it kind of boggles my mind, and it's like, why am I even doing this? Which leads, it did lead me into eating badly and not caring about what I ate, because I'm like, well, who cares? I'm stronger and all this and that, but I'm not getting fitter, no, even if I am eating healthy. But the truth is that I just wasn't being as committed as I thought, because you do have to push it. Just like anything in life, you have to push it. If you want to be good at guitar, you have to practice every day. If you want to be good at video games, you have to play every day. You can't just play video games once a week and then hope that everything is going to turn out all right. You can't. So you have to invest that time, and you have to be aware that if you want to be like your favorite influencer, you are going to have to push it, and even then you're not going to reach that. But it's always about the climb, right? Like, it's always about that progress that you're making. So just realize that if you realize that, you'll be all right, you know, and knowing that what you're doing is not in vain, but it will allow you to have those experiences like eating burgers and drinking, occasionally, of course, but doing that without feeling bad, and still waking up and not thinking of yourself as the worst thing on earth. And even right now, when I weigh the least I've weighed in years, I still feel like I'm not doing a good job. So, and being nice to yourself too, being kind, and appreciating all the work that you've done. So, yeah, that's pretty much what I have to say on that. I think I'm gonna become more organized when I do this again, if ever. You know, last time I took 8 months to even just record this, but I want to be more organized, and hopefully I'll share 1 point per video, because I could ramble on and get distracted. I think I have ADHD. I think, just like everybody else in the world, I think I have it, but I really do have it, you know? So, yeah, anyway, if you're still here, thank you so much for sticking around and hearing me out, and hopefully there's more to come. And I just want to say something to myself. I hope you keep going. I hope you publish this. I hope you go above and beyond doing this, because it matters, you know. You've never been the kind of guy to post pictures all the time. You've never been the most popular guy, and I think it'd be nice to have this video and future videos to have something to remember ourselves by, even though you did start at 27 years old. But anyway, and yeah, hopefully I can talk about it more later.